Good morning, Cappies. I got another Nostradamus tarot card reading for you. I'm out in the park, in nature, chilling, waiting for my squirrels to wake up. I bought them some pumpkin seeds. 4 cards came out at once. That's rare with Nostradamus tarot because usually he doesn't have much to say because there's a lot to say in each card. So, alright. The first card is the Apprentice of Spheres. And it is kind of like the Page of Pentacles. Okay, it's in reverse. And it says here that, well, it's from original quatrain 575. He remains seated on the square stone facing south, set in the window. Okay, and it says here, traditionally the Page of Pentacles is a perpetual student devoted to learning and fiercely intelligent. Their loyalty is unfaltering and their devotion to the work that they undertake complete. The apprentice is, as with the other 3 pages, liable to commit to a particular discipline and follow it with a single-minded intent. Here he is tending the tree of wisdom and knowledge, copying what he's learned onto a scroll that grows from its branches. Okay, what this card means is the dedication and loyalty of the apprentice is a central aspect of their function. An excellent negotiator, they may be an aspect of you or someone who helps and supports you. If you're an employer, the apprentice is your ideal associate. Careful, attentive, and always ready to listen and learn. If you're a student, train. If you're a student, this card strengthens any position you hold in the issue you're addressing. But this card is in reverse, and the reversal meaning is the helpful person is replaced by one who meddles in others' affairs. They also love to bring bad news, and rather than being attentive to their physical well-being, they tend to be dissolute and careless in a way that encourages illness. The keywords for the reversal are a dissolute person, a meddler, a love of luxury, a liberal, and a bearer of bad news. So the next card that we have is the 5 of Sons, which is from the original quatrain 553. The laws of Sun and Venus contend with each other over who will claim the spirit of prophecy. Well, that's interesting. Somebody else is trying to be a prophet on you guys. So I assume I'm talking to tarot card readers, prophets, prophetesses, oracles, stuff like that. That's probably what this reading's going to be about, because somebody's trying to copy you, but they can't. Okay, so who will claim the spirit of prophecy? Who's the real prophet? Will the real prophet please stand up? Okay. There has always been an element of struggle about this card, and the contest for wealth and power may underlie it. Hold on. Though on the surface, this is a card of wealth and prosperity, it seems to point to the dangers of too much success or living life too much to the full. Nostradamus would have been aware of this in his own time, living as he did on the edge of society and watching favorites fall out of favor. Indeed, many of the prophecies he made were actually warning to rulers of his age of evil times to come. Here the Pope seems as though he is about to defer to the strange crowned beast that stands at his feet, suggesting that the age-old struggle between church and state, spiritual and secular power, could find relief. I said I would show the cards this time, but I'm not very good at that. Okay, so the interpretation of this card is, although the card is generally well aspected, there is an inherent danger that overconfidence could lead to a breakdown in communication and a lesser degree of success. Since the main thrust of the card's meaning is wealth, abundance in every aspect of life, this may not be surprising. Too often, when everything is handed to us on a silver platter, we tend to forget that riches carry their own shadow aspect. Wealth is often associated with power, which it may well be on the surface, but there are often a multitude of weaknesses hiding beneath. This card is in reverse, and the reversed meaning is connected with dispute, litigation, and conflict makes this clear. We need to be wary of the cornucopia and be aware that it can cause problems. So somebody with a lot of money, okay? Somebody who thinks they're very powerful has a whole lot of weaknesses. They're not really what they portray themselves to be. So far we've got two reversals, both of which talk about, money or lack of it and too much of it. So I guess maybe this is going to be about respecting money and the energy that it holds. You can't overdo it or you can't underdo it. You have to just align with it, and be on that frequency. Because either way you go, too much or too little, there's going to be problems. You're still going to be a human being, even if you have a lot of money, even if you have a lot of power, even if you don't. You're still a human being. The next card is the Seven of Stars, which is a really pretty card. I love this card. Reminds me of the Fabergé egg. Let's see. That one's upright. Okay, so stars. What is it? 7. So that would be the Seven of Swords in the traditional tarot. It's from original quatrain 5-2, and the quatrain is 7 conspirators at the feast will shine against the 3 of iron from the ship. The usual interpretation of this card is hope or intervention, perhaps because the original imagery depicts a man making off with 7 swords wrapped in a bag. Paul Husson links this to a story from the Chants de Geste, which is, I guess, a French book or a French play, either or, in which a sorcerer named Magus d'Agrément casts a spell of sleep over the heroic forces of the great King Charlemagne in order to steal their swords. This, of course, is intended to prevent a battle from taking place, and it is the equivalent to the disarming of an enemy force in modern warfare. In the imagery of the Lost Book, we find a hand holding a flower of hope beneath the welcoming shade of the papal crown. Okay, so the interpretation is this card is all about finding hope in the direst situation. After the succession of difficult cards in this suit, it comes as something of a relief. Okay, so something good is coming, because we got 2 shitty cards here, and then we got this one, which means there's, something good coming. That's good. You may approach problems with a clear head or determined to start dealing with new ones. But reversed, we're not going to worry about reversed. We're going to leave it with the good, okay? So upright, it means hope, new plans, perseverance, believe in yourself, and impossible dreams. So somebody's impossible dream is about to come true. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like money and power ain't shit. And those who had it may not have it for long or don't have it right now. And it looks like there's something really nice going on. And when I look at this, there's a constellation in there. I don't know if I can see which one it is. It kind of looks like Virgo. No, it's Aquarius. Okay. The constellation Aquarius is in here, which, you know, Aquarius is, I'm not, you know what? I'm not really that great with Aquarius energy, to be honest with you. Is that Capricornus too? Yeah, they're both in there. Okay, so we got Aquarius and Capricorn. And it looks like Pegasus. The constellation Pegasus is also in the sky. Oh, that's really neat. Okay, and the next card that we have is the Four of Suns. Alright, let's see. The Four of Suns is from original quatrain 864. Those of the soil will be sustained by it. The spade gives hope to every acre. Okay, so the meaning of this card lies... I take from that you should get grounded, by the way. I get grounded every day. I sit on the ground, okay? And I stay grounded as much as I can because I'm going through a lot. So, you know, sitting on Mother Earth really does help that out. There is scientific proof that the ions and electrons in our feet in our body mix with the ones from the ground, and it's super healthy for you. It does ground you. It's a scientifically proven fact. Okay, so I'll just wait a second. The Four of Suns. The meaning of this card lies in its association with Venus and the alchemical metal of copper, which frames all the cards in the suit of the suns. Okay, so copper is important. You might want to get something copper. I know it's very medicinal. They use this for copper. You can drink out of a copper container, put your water in it, leave it overnight, or for a few days even in the fridge, and it becomes super, super healthy for you. And you can buy copper gloves, copper socks, all that stuff, okay? The effect of these two aspects together suggests a meeting of individuals who move toward deeper unity and success. Okay, so that's kind of going along with the last card where, you know, it looks like something really good is going to happen, and then all these people come together to make that happen. It's looking promising. It's also about homecoming. The traditional imagery of the card reflects this, showing a house protected by a canopy. Okay, here a group of people is resting at home. One individual washing the feet of others. References to the nourishment of the soil and of those who live upon it are also supported by the couplet chosen for this card. Take that as earth sign energy too. Okay, the sun pours its light, even though this is the suit of wands. Technically, the sun is the suit of wands, but I'm getting earth energy all over this. The sun pours its light upon the earth, which is fruitified and gives of its goodness to be enjoyed by those who live upon it. Okay, maybe eat some fruits and vegetables. Use some fresh. Basil or cilantro. I don't know why they're coming to me, but basil and cilantro seem important out of nowhere. Okay, so I'm just learning my gifts, so you're gonna have to excuse me when I get surprises like that. Shocks me too. Okay, so interpretation of this card is one of the few cards which demonstrates virtually the same meaning whether upright or reversed. Okay, so no matter whether that came out you know, upright or reverse, it would have meant, you know, home, family, good things coming, success, working together, stuff like that. The Four of Sons indicates coming home to a joyful welcome. It is all about the unity of a stable society, whether this is represented by a group of friends or co-workers or a country. For this reason, it's a good idea to reestablish old alliances which may have become neglected, and in general, to acknowledge the value of friends as well, as tried and trusted ideas. Failure to do so is borne out by the reversed aspect of the card, which, though still positive, indicates that you may not be acknowledging those who helped you along the way. So since it's not in reverse, we can scratch that, okay? I just like reading the whole meaning and the whole page because I'm learning these cards and I never know what I'll remember when I see it again. I see Mercury energy, I see Venus energy, I see the Moon energy. Maybe somebody wants to come home. We've got 4 blue stars on here, so I mean blue is the throat chakra. Maybe somebody needs to speak up. It looks like maybe they need to stop sending other people to do their dirty work. That's what it looks like. They need to use their own mouth. Alright, well, the keywords for this card upright are homecoming, society, alliance, reunion, community, beauty, mirth, and stay in the country. So anyone who is planning on leaving the country should definitely not do such. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Moons. Okay. I got the Two of Moons. That's the overall energy, by the way. Where is it? Oh. Okay, it's from original quatrain 459. Two beseeched. Oh, no. That's the wrong one. No, sorry. It's the Two of Spears. My bad. Okay, Two of Spears, which is Pentacles. All right, it's from from the original quatrain 1252. Okay, 2 bodies, 1 head, forces divided in 2. Reply to what 4 are hearing. Wow, let me read that again because that's kind of confusing, but it makes sense. You know, 2 bodies, 1 head, forces divided into 2. Reply to what 4 are hearing. Wow, that is fucked up, man. That fucks my head up. It does. Wow, I would really have to look up what he meant by that because that really is confusing. But, I mean, maybe you get it. I get the 2 bodies, 1 head thing. That means, you know, 2 people coming together to think of a better solution. That's what that would come around to. And forces divided into 2. I don't know, it could mean that there are 2 people with 2 forces behind, like a force behind each one of them, neither one of which want to come together. Maybe the higher ups in the situation don't want 2 people to come together. Maybe that's it. That sounds about right. But those 2 people know if they put their heads together into one, that they will get what they need and what they want, whatever that is. Okay, so the interpretation, the meaning of this card is all about blockages. Oh, I just said that. Look at that. People blocking. Okay, and things that get in the way of progress. Here, the papal figure is sweeping the eagle of the empire, from his path, signifying the age-old struggle between church and state. Here we go with church and state again. You know what the fucking problem is with church and state? They don't mind their fucking business. They don't stay in their own fucking lane. Okay? That's how I feel. There is no church and state. It's a fucking oxymoron. Okay? You have church and you have state. You keep them fucking separate. And this is why. This is why you keep them fucking separate. You know, a lot of people have different religions. It doesn't mean they can't love each other. A lot of people have different beliefs and work for different companies even. And who the fuck cares? You got two rival companies don't want their fucking, you know, top CEOs dating each other or some shit, you know? I don't know. I just think it's fucking ridiculous and it causes too many problems that are unnecessary and hurt a lot of people. So where was I? In Nostradamus' time, this would have been a widely recognized image. Okay? In our own, less so, but when applied to the difficulties and struggles that we accept when we take on the bounty of riches and power, oh, here we go again. It shows that we must avoid the hindrances that may seek to halt our progress. All right, so from that, I guess somebody is trying to stop somebody from being rich and famous. Okay? I would assume that, you know, they feel lack and they live in a lack mindset. So they think by somebody else making money, they're losing money, which is fucking ridiculous because money is an energy. It is not a thing. You know, you look at a dollar bill. Get off. I got an ant on my card, sorry. You look at a dollar bill, what is it made of? Is it made of money? No, it's made of cotton. It's made of cotton. It grows, okay? Just like money. But you have to be on the frequency of money. You have to understand frequency. If you don't understand frequency, you can never understand that money is not an object. It is a frequency. It's an energy. It can come to anyone it wants to come to at any given time. There's no limit. There's no, oh, you make more than me. No. You make what you vibrate at. Okay? You make the amount of money that you vibrate at. So if somebody's feeling lack, like, oh, if they get this, I won't have mine. It doesn't work that way. All right? If you just believe that you'll get what you need, you will. It's very simple. You have to give to receive in this world. You know, the Bible tells you gotta give tithes. It's for a reason, okay? Tithes are there so that you could give to God and then He can give back more, okay? That's the whole point. I know people think it's about money, but it's not. It's about energy. It's about, like, I don't agree with tithes. I don't agree with giving them to the church. My personal thoughts are that's a bunch of shit, okay? It's a load of crap. But I do give back to God, all right? I give to people. I give to people that need it. I give to animals. You know, I help when I can. If somebody's hurt or if they need a door opened, they're walking slow, they got a cane, I do it. Because that is also tithing. A lot of people don't realize that. You know, it's not just put money in the fucking bucket. It's not about putting money in the fucking bucket. It's about giving back to God. All right? A lot of churchgoers, that's what they believe. They believe tithing is financial. And that's because the fucking Pharisees made it that way. And that's fine for the church. You know what I mean? But other people can also give back to God and get their riches from heaven. I don't know what made me go on that fucking tangent, but okay. So next, the interpretation of this card is, although the essential meaning of this card is hindrance, blockage, distraction, and worry, paradoxically, its interpretation focuses on the success and wealth that comes from the fantastic energy of the ace. Okay? This grows out of a simple human problem. You may be successful, full of bounty and well-being, but find out that all this requires a shit ton of affection. It doesn't say that. I mean, I meant attention. I didn't. Anyway, all right. It requires a lot of attention and time to sustain it. So you got all this money. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You have no life. You have no life. You have no life. Whoever I'm talking to, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You got no life. You're chasing the dream. You're chasing the dollar bill, dollar bill, y'all. That's what you're doing. You're just chasing it. You got no life in between. You got no happiness, no joy, no... Man. All right, let me shut up. Okay, so, as is so often the case in reading the tarot, the answer depends a lot on balancing the energies of more than one card. In the reverse position, we're not going to read that shit because it doesn't matter, okay? So upright, blockages, obstacles, confusion, entanglement, agitation, worry, inconsistent results. Inconsistent